Wood still. Alright. Quelling the rebellion. The Western Lords have conspired with Cornelia to rebel against the crown. We must eliminate them swiftly to restore order to the kingdom. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I cannot zoom out far enough, but do you seem close enough to Arendelle? Definitely close. Yes, I don't care about that.
Gustav, Annette, the success of this plan lies on your shoulders.
We've got this, Your Majesty. I swear, we'll make my uncle see the light.
You sure about this, Dimitri? I probably shouldn't be saying this in front of the Baron's relatives, but the Western Lords could end up convincing Baron Dominic to lead them once more. Killing him now could spare us a storm of grief later.
It would be quicker, I'll admit that. But convincing him to join our cause will pay dividends later on. I'm sure of it.
Not to mention that the Baron's eldest son possesses a crest of his own. Even if the father falls, what's to stop the other lords from promoting his heir as their standard bearer?
That's exactly why I'd rather this end with Baron Dominic as an ally, not a corpse. But first, we'll need to whittle down the armies of the other Western lords. Only then can we seek an opportunity to reach him.
Dimitri, we should get moving.
Right you are. Our numbers in this battle will be few. Much of our army is off defending Arianrhod from the Empire. In other words, this fight shall not be an easy one. But we cannot afford to fail. And I will need all of your help to ensure we do not.
I wonder what the Dimitri of a few months ago would say if he could hear you now. For what it's worth, I like this version of you better. You seem more at ease.
It also didn't take like a group of shooting shots just to see you finally get better.
At ease, hmm? Yes. Perhaps I am.
Look at you go, actually making friends. I can tell this has been quite a fulfilling time for you.
Oh, it sure has. It sure has been a great time waster overall, I'll tell you that much.
Not to say I'm not pleased myself. I only hope you haven't forgotten your true purpose among all this camaraderie.
The Ashen Demon.
If you ever hope to reach the highest of heights, you need a powerful aspiration driving you forward. You know, when we first met, I was struck by the undeniable might of your will. Such strength laid bare the tremendous potential you hold for growth. But if you lose sight of your driving purpose, the growth I hope so dearly for you may not, in fact, come to pass.
Hey, Arvel.
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
And my purpose? Why can't we just say it's fighting for Dimitri and call it a day? Right now, that's just as important to me as surpassing the Ashen Demon. Maybe even more so. Arvel, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Ah, background is a bullshit we call destiny, huh? So I guess I'm not gonna get further answers than that. Also, man, this map feels great for me, It definitely is for me because, you know, Gustav is wanted. Oh God. Secret shield. Sure, we'll go with that.
Viscount Mateus, Viscount Elidor, they sure aren't holding anyone back. But where's my uncle in all of this?
As we discussed, we will focus our efforts on persuading the Baron to join our cause, and chip away at the others en route.
We march together. I will make my brother see reason if it is the last thing I do.
With all the progress we've made, the Western Lords are probably feeling the heat pretty hard. I bet he'll be receptive.
It's going to Gustav to Baron Dominic.
You won't have much hope of persuading the Baron without you, Gustav. Stay vigilant.
Don't let Gustav be about it. Okay.
Such foolishness. Now, show them the price of their folly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, who the dogs?
are likely more awaiting us elsewhere as well. Stay vigilant.
Stay out of my way. Nobody's stopping me from reaching my uncle.
There we go.
My apologies for the trouble. Let us continue onward.
Oh my goodness. Get out of here.
It's not over.
Out of the way.
What savage beasts! Dispose of them!
Yeah, I fucking figured. Jesus Christ.
No matter what may come our way, we can fend them off so long as we stand together. Yeah, right.
That was also like much easier to dismiss than any other ones. There we go.
That should do it. Let's keep moving, Gustav.
Up this. That's teams a little bit. No, you don't. There we go. Gate is open.
The Baron lies dead ahead. Onward!
What are you guys doing over there? Get up here.
We've got...
I'll do what I must!
What is stopping you from preventing? Come on.
We did it! All that's left is to convince my uncle.
I must speak with you, my brother. Please.
Gustav, how did you break through?
So you mean to sway our precious Baron Dominic to your cause? Well, I won't allow it.
You can open the gates. Yep, fucking.
There are so many of them. We can't let them reach my father.
Surely you see the Western Lords have no hope of winning this fight, my brother. But together, we can put an end to that seductress.
Yet if I join you and we should fail, what becomes of us then? What becomes of the citizens of my barony?
Lambert died by Cornelia's hand. And she is who you choose to side with?
The decision was not one I took lightly, but I have a responsibility to keep my people safe.
I'm unstoppable.
Sorry, that was 3.5. 15.
There's that mercenary flair.
However, my heart lies not in this fight. If you can promise victory, then I will join you.
Thank you, my brother. You will not regret this decision.
Woo! Okay.
With my uncle on our side, we've got nothing to be afraid of.
I'm going the wrong way.
So this is the sting of betrayal, hmm? Allow me to put you in your place. Oh, my dear Titanus, hunt these beasts down.
Okay. Defend him.
We cannot afford to lose the Baron after all we've done to secure his cooperation. We must defeat the Western Lords and see him safe.
Take this! I'll take you all on!
Oh man, don't think I've seen this.
Such powerful attacks. Conventional tactics will not serve us much good here.
What are you talking about? We're fine.
Another one of Cornelia's weapons? The damage will be immeasurable if such a monstrosity is let loose.
It's over. But how? Cornelia said we would win this handily.
Out of the way!
If they're working with Cornelia, then were the Western Lords involved in the tragedy?
Well, my taste is dead.
Our only option, Your Majesty. The Western Lords,
No words can spare you now. You may plead your case to my father, beyond the veil of death.
Justice lies with us. I feel no shame for what we've done.
Why must so many die for the sake of your so-called justice?
Whoosh!
Titanus, how? If I had only reinforced its shell further.
So, too bad, so sad.
She had that in her back pocket this whole time.
Our knowledge runs far deeper than you barbarians could ever hope to understand.
That's the last of the reinforcements. Things should be a little calmer now.
Alright, there we go.
Let us march, my brother. We can reach Cornelia via the drawbridge to the east.
Why do we got... Okay. It literally makes no difference, like we could just... Okay. 40 hand action. And again, this is fine. Where are you guys going? Seriously guys, why are you going over that way? Game? Actually, I was about to say, why is the... Okay. Seriously, why are all of them stopping like...
Let's see how you like a taste of the Viscum's power.
What is this?
Those are the same weapons we fought back in Ferdiad. There must be a way to shut them down somewhere nearby.
Possibly, like why damn? I can't possibly understand how you could have such a device out in the open, and also to have such a device to shut it down, literally so close by. Idiots, a lot of these live in the dark with us.
With those soldiers, but they're going after the Baron. As if we'll let them. We've already seen those weapons back in Ferdiad. We know what to do. Form a Baron.
Secret shield. Not a man to shut it off.
The attacks, but it will at least lessen their impact.
Whew, that was close. Let's go, Uncle.
Go on.
Why can't you just be good little rats and die like you're supposed to?
What's stubborn?
They just don't stop coming. Come on, let's take them out.
No, not yet.
Jesus Christ. Let's get out of here. Alright, there we go.
We've got...
Hear me well! Lower this drawbridge at once!
Is that Baron Dominic? Yes, my lord, right away!
Thank you, Uncle. Just a little bit further now.
Advance on the destination.
So, come. On my... You shall not break through! It's not over.
We don't have time for this! What's your code, Boar?
Forgive the delay, Warrior King of Fargus. Allow
Hey!
us to join the fray.
Thank you!
You've come. I will not forget this kindness. All units, forward! Dusker? Tricks. What do we do now?
Calm yourself, Ro. We still have plenty of cards up our sleeve.
Do you? Do you know? Oh my goodness.
More of those weapons! We'll never reach that witch now!
Okay.
Let us help you. We'll shut those things down.
Calling for reinforcements, are you? How rude. I suppose it's time for the Western Knights to make their appearance.
The enemy will reclaim those weapons should the warriors from Dusker fall. Yeah, right. We must bolster their defenses.
I've got this.
One down.
Continue to amaze me, no matter how many times we fight them. They're like nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm not gonna die here. I will not let you lay a hand on them. That's one down. Let's get a move on to the next one.
Alright, there we go. Just a second. Everybody now needs to head over to that one.
Where did Cornelia get these weapons anyway?
Good question. Next question. There we go.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
You felled countless foes with ease. I have to keep up.
Gustav, you're not a playable character. Shut up. There we go.
We fought off the enemy reinforcements, but we must stay vigilant. Those guarding the weapons cannot be defeated.
Gonna open up now, Cornelia?
That's that then. On to Cornelia.
Clever little vermin, aren't they? I'll need some time to reactivate the Viscum. I trust you know what to do, Count.
You're done!
Sorry! You have to say the answer to this line.
Yes, of course. I suppose that means I'll be going out there.
Oh look, there he is, get him!
It's time to move.
I'll give it a... Leave everything to me.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Not a problem.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll do what I must.
Ro himself is joining this battle, It matters not. Do what you must to protect those controls.
Worry not, King of Fargus. We will not let the controls fall into enemy hands.
We cannot let them reclaim those weapons. Do not allow the enemy near the strongholds.
I don't understand. Where did I...
Enough of... this, Cornelia. None remain who can shield you from our vengeance.
Here it comes! Out of the way!
Whoosh!
Send help to the Dusker soldiers. They need assistance controlling those strongholds.
I'd hoped to keep my hands clean, but it seems there's nothing for it. Entertain me, boy.
So, you've finally shown yourself. There will be no escape for you this time, I assure you.
Go.
We'll be counting on you.
We will proceed as planned. We must...
We've managed to fight them off for now. Nicely done, everyone.
You Kingdom dogs are good at giving chase, I must admit.
Oh, I'm positive.
It's only us and her now. But keep your heads on straight. And watch out for those weapons.
My, what a fascinating power you wield. Where did you get it?
I don't answer to you, but I'd be glad to give you a closer look.
Let us crush their defenses. I will ask you again. Why did you slaughter them? If you don't want to greet death yourself, I suggest you speak true.
So it's a motive you seek, How about because I felt like it? A man of Dusker, I should have exterminated you when I had the chance.
Even were His Majesty to forgive the atrocities you committed, I never will.
What's this? Has the disgrace...
Jesus Christ, somebody special dialogue. I'm just trying to finish the fight.
Say what you will, witch. I will atone for my transgressions when I claim your head.
Oh, good. Very good. Don't stop now. I'm actually enjoying this.
Why not? You can hear us now.
Out of the way! You're done!
Sometimes when you gotta play, aren't you?
I lose? Curse this feeble flesh.
Seize the witch. It's time she told us the truth.
Okay. Just gonna set up the fake possibility that she'll escape again.
What a horrible way to treat a saint.
You saying fuck off.
Your mages have met their end, Cornelia. And soon, so will you. You cannot warp yourself out of this. Now let me ask you again. What became of my stepmother? Does she yet live?
No, long dead, I'm afraid. She killed the husband who kept her from the sweet little daughter she loved so dearly, only to lose her own life at that same daughter's hand.
You can't mean...
Didn't I already tell you? Your stepsister has the answers. Oh, so this body has reached its end. How pitifully frail you all are.
Sasa!
You
If I seek the truth, I'll have to retrieve it from the Emperor herself. Cornelia said as much before her spirit left this realm. Only a fool would take that temptress at her word. But I do believe there is truth to her claim. Edelgard knows something. The Empire was surely involved in my father's death. And perhaps she was as well.
Hold on, Boar. You owe us all an explanation here. The Emperor is your stepsister?
My apologies. I suppose I never mentioned it.
It'd be good to mention it so you can keep everybody up to date, Dimitri. Swear to God.
So if I've got this straight, after you were born, your dad got remarried to her mom?
Correct. Though the truth of my stepmother's background was never revealed to the public, as you can imagine. Of course, all that is in the past now. There is no reason to keep hiding it from my closest allies.
Your Majesty, if I may, I can handle the explanation.
That will no doubt prove faster. You knew my father many years longer than I did.
It all started 20 years ago, when a dreadful plague ravaged Ferdiad. King Lambert's wife was among those claimed by its spread. In hopes of bringing an end to the epidemic, the king sought experts from across the land. Scholars, doctors, mages. Among those, it was an imperial scholar by the name of Cornelia who finally turned the page on our suffering and put an end to the pestilence.
Oh yes, I've heard about that. She helped develop many of the districts in the capital as well, didn't she?
It's a little weird to think she's the one who planned out the places we all lived.
They even used to call her a saint. What could have happened to her to make her so different?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she got killed and her body was swapped for somebody else who was living in the dark.
Interestingly enough, she never asked for any kind of reward for her feat. Well, at first. In lieu of any compensation, monetary or otherwise, she requested that we rescue one of her old friends from the Empire, which is the story of how the late king came to meet his future wife, Lady Patricia. Or should I say, Lady Anselma.
I don't get it. Why would she need saving?
I'm not sure of all the details myself, but I know she was banished from the court after becoming involved in some sort of political dispute. Lambert always did have a soft spot for those in need. And of course, in the thick of all that, the two developed feelings for each other.
You know, as you do.
It's difficult to say for sure if it was love, but it was something. Anyway, that's all I have.
Looking back on the events now, it's hard to know just how much of it was part of Cornelia's plot. In any case, I must learn more about my stepmother's death. I have no doubt it connects in some manner to the truth about the tragedy. Who was Cornelia working for? And what was Edelgard's role in all of it? If I truly want to know, well, there's only one person I can turn to.
You want to get answers from the Emperor of the very region we're at war with? Is that even possible?
Look, it happened at least somewhat to a degree in free houses. That could possibly work out here. But not a degree of like teaming up together. You know, that's kind of impossible.
I mean, Edelgard is our enemy. She and her like have stamped the life out of so many of our allies, and we've done the same to hers. I don't see how the two sides could just sit down for a chat after all that.
Perhaps not. Make no mistake, she is still our bitter enemy, but I've no other choice. We've extracted all the information we could from the Western Lords, and as Cornelia has departed this world, the Emperor is the only one left we can turn to. Gustav, I'll be leaving reconstruction of the West to you and the Baron.
Understood, Your Majesty. Do you mean to make for Arianrhod?
Indeed I do. Even the most impregnable fortress in all Fodlan cannot hold off an onslaught forever. I know not how or when Edelgard will make her presence known, but we must hold the Silver Maiden, by any means necessary.
Azure Gleam. Reunion at the Fortress City. The Kingdom Army crushes the Western Lords, and with them, the budding civil war. But amidst the chaos, Adrestia strikes at Arianrhod. Dimitri marches on the Fortress City at once, and challenges the Emperor herself to save those trapped within the Silver Maiden's walls.
Let's reacquaint ourselves with the situation. Our forces have already pulled out of Arundel territory and withdrawn to the fortress city of Arianrhod, the same city which finds itself now besieged by the Imperial Army.
Most troubling, Your Majesty.
The Knights of Seiros dispatched their very best to the scene, but they find themselves at the sword end of the Emperor's personal guard. Still, the Citadel will not fall easily. The stalemate could continue for some time yet.
Can we really afford to wait, though? Arianrhod's supplies have got to be running thin by now.
If we go without proper preparation, the Imperial Army will simply crush us.
Agreed. We should be using the time we have to strike in a manner most favorable to our situation. What we need to do is sever the Imperial supply chain. Then, overwhelm and exterminate the withering remains of Edelgard's army.
Hold on, you want to win the whole war in one go?
Indeed I do. We have been gifted the opportunity of a lifetime, and I do not intend to let it slip through my fingers. It will be a pincer attack, with the fortress at the Empire's front and our battalion at their rear. Even with their larger numbers, we will hold the advantage.
All the more so with the Knights of Saros in charge of defending Arianrhod.
And even if the Emperor herself escapes, we'll have still dealt a huge blow to the Empire's military.
Oh, I feel nervous all of a sudden. I never expected we'd reach a decisive battle like this so soon.
Did it do?
Will we truly be able to win?
We can do this. I know we can. The terrain here is in our favor. As long as we press that advantage, we'll come out on top.
Let us rally the troops, Your Majesty.
Yes. Onward to victory.
Meanwhile,
there we have it. The Empire and the Kingdom finally squaring off in broad daylight. What a fascinating development. And a troubling one.
I am well acquainted with that look of yours, Claude. What could you be scheming this time? If I recall, you made a similar face the other afternoon when we swept aside the Imperial army ourselves.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just contemplating the fate of the Alliance the only way I know how.
Don't worry about him, Lawrence. He doesn't always look it, but Claude takes this stuff seriously. I promise.
She's right, you know. I'm constantly thinking about our next plan of action. Thankfully, the Empire's turned its beady little eyes away from us for now. It seems they're focusing all their attention on the West, and we owe that title shift to Duke Gloucester's feigned betrayal. The former Duke Gloucester, I mean. Thanks to him, we managed to run the Empire clean out of Leicester. But there's more to their strategy shift than that.
Do you speak of the unrest within the kingdom? Such internal struggles would certainly leave them rather defenseless in the wake of an attack. But the situation may change anew at any moment. We mustn't grow complacent. If they emerge victorious against the kingdom, it is difficult to imagine what course of action the Imperial army would take next.
Yeah. Whatever happens in this battle, it'll shape the future of Fodlan for years to come. I might be brilliant, but even I'm having trouble predicting who's gonna come out on top. But whoever it is, I'd bet anything we'll need to strike a deal to keep them at bay. I guess we should be ready for either outcome. Oh, and Lawrence, I'll be asking all sorts of little favors from you, so plan on being busy for a long while.
If needs must, I would do anything for the Alliance.
We can't stand in the crossfire between the Kingdom and the Empire forever. It's high time the Alliance grabbed the reins of history and started steering in our own direction.
still multiples. This is gonna take forever. Oh hey, but at least only 2 battles is there to get there. At least only 2. Everything else is mandatory. Is optional. I was about to say mandatory. That's good, not the case. Any sage advice?
What is it?
What's the matter? Having second thoughts? Don't worry about it. You're human after all. A little wavering is only natural. Trust in me and I'll guide you to the right answer. Nope, got nothing funny to say. I'll see you guys next time. I'm a little tired and I need to I need to get a little bit of rest. And figure out how to... well, slowly figure out how to get back here with that other file. So next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, we shall prepare ourselves to eventually confront Arianrhod herself. See you guys then.